Augie Sports Focus is brought to you by Schoenemann's.
Joining me now is Augustana College Director of Athletic Development, Jon Eng. Jon, great to have you back here again on the show. We're going to talk about the annual athletic club auction here in a minute, but before we get to that, Jon, tell the folks out there, what does a Director of Athletic Development do at Augustana College?
That's a great question. You stay very busy, first of all. My main responsibility as Director of Athletic Development is that I head up the Augustana Athletic Club, which is a fundraising arm of the athletic department and of the development office of Augustana College, in which we help fundraise and raise money for student athlete scholarships and for operational support for the athletic department. And then there are a variety of ways that we do fundraising things throughout the course of the year. For example, our annual spring membership campaign, the auction, which we're going to talk about. I also help coordinate the annual Sam Milanovic Golf Tournament in June, which is an endowed scholarship. And then a number of other things like the Hall of Fame Selection Committee I head up, help with some game management for various sporting events. So there are a lot of things to keep me going.
It's an exciting job. We have a great team here in athletics that Jon's a part of, and we work together on a number of ventures. He does a super job. Well, Johnny, coming up here on Friday, February 19th, we have one of the fun events every year at Augustana College, kind of our midwinter ball, if you will. It's the annual Augustana Club Athletic Auction. Talk about what's going on.
Well, as you mentioned, this is our 24th annual Augustana Athletic Club auction. It's coming up on Friday, February 19th here in Sioux Falls at the Ramkota Exhibit Hall. And it's our biggest single one-day fundraising event that we do over the course of the year. Annually, we'll raise anywhere from $75,000 even up to $95,000 that we've raised over the course of the last few years. It's an important event, and like you mentioned, it's important because the money goes to support the scholarships for the student athletes, but it's fun. It's a great social event. I always tell people it's a great way during the middle of the winter to get out, have a fun evening, socialize, raise some money for Augustana, and buy a bunch of stuff that you may not even realize that you need at this point.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And you know, there's a lot of great things there. A big silent auction. You can get everything from soft water, conditioner, salt, to, you know, bigger items. Johnny, talk about the stuff.
Yeah, we're very fortunate, and we have a long-running auction. As I mentioned, it's the 24th year, and I know there are a lot of other auctions in the city of Sioux Falls. This is one of the larger ones. We have over 300 different items on the silent auction. We have a 20-item live auction. We have gift certificates that we use from various hotels, eating establishments, things like that we have in these balloons that you buy. We're having a big raffle this year for a 52-inch HD TV. Top of the line. It's going to be just great. But we're very fortunate. We have a lot of good donors, a lot of good businesses and people in Sioux Falls that donate each year. We have a ton of volunteers that help us out, that help make the event possible. And like you mentioned, with the silent auction, we have over 300 items on there. I always tell people, if you come to the auction and you're thinking, I probably won't even find anything that I want to bid on, you will be proven wrong. You show up, you're going to find something that you're going to want to bid on, because as you said, we have everything from practical items that you see around the house, the landscaping rock and the water softener salt and things like that, to clothing items, to jewelry, to artwork from local artists, to sporting wear, Augustana sporting wear, tickets to sporting events in the Twin Cities, to local events around here. There's just a little bit of everything in there.
Yeah, it's a wonderful support that the businesses in the area, Sioux Falls in the area, give us in terms of the donations. And there's a lot of things here that, I mean, you're going to spend money for anyway during the year. So here you can help student athletes with scholarships. It's a wonderful benefit. Jon, we also have a live auction.
Yeah. We do. We have a live auction. That's generally where we will put the larger items in regard to the value. A lot of trips that we have on there. For example, we have a couple different trips to golf out at Sutton Bay, which is a fabulous resort and golfing facility out in the middle of the state. We have a trip to South Padre Island, a condo down there. We have a skiing trip, which we usually have out to Sun Valley, Idaho. And then we have things like Mark Anderson, who's a local artist, does an original piece of art, which is just beautiful. He does that every year. We also have some unique things, as you mentioned, to Augustana. We have President Rob and Angie Oliver are inviting 4 people to a football game next year in the presidential suite, which includes everything. You get to stay up there the whole game and get the food and beverages and everything like that. That's a lot of fun. We're also offering a suite for 12 people for a football game in Kirkby Over Stadium. Just some unique things that you maybe don't get the opportunity to have every day.
Yeah, it's just a wonderful event. And let's go through it here one more time, John. Give us the information, when it is, what people can do to get tickets.
Yep. The auction this year, Friday, February 19th at the Ramkota Exhibit Hall. Tickets are $60 per person, and that'll include a buffet dinner in that. The evening starts at 6 o'clock. That's when the doors open. That's when the silent auction opens. The buffet dinner is open from 6:30 until 8:30. Anytime in there you can eat. And then we'll have the live auction, which will start at about 8:30 that evening. We have a lot of Augustana student athletes that are there as well. It's a great opportunity for them to meet with some good supporters of Augustana, and for the good supporters of Augustana to meet with a lot of these great kids.
Okay, and the phone number if you want tickets.
If you want tickets, just give us a call at the Athletic Club office, and that is 274-5420.
All right, and you can also get tables.
Right. And that's what a lot of people do. They get together with a group of their friends. You can come by yourself. You can come with your wife or or your significant other. That's certainly fine. But we have tables of 8, tables of 10. We'll even go a little bit higher than that if we need to. We'll work with you and do whatever we can. We just want to have you come out and have a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a wonderful event. So those of you who've been there know that. Those who haven't been there, get to the Augustana Athletic Club auction Friday, February 19th at the Ramkota. John, great to have you.
Thanks, Bill.
The Augustana Sports Calendar is next. We'll be right back.